You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
I'm recording, so we can get started.
Like it, okay. I'm also recording.
Oh, I forgot that you were going to record too. All right. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to start this video. This is we got some big news, some sad, not big news, some sad news. Some very big sad news in our world.
It's a rough one. It's a rough video.
So what's going on, man? What's how are you feeling today after the sad news? I have it pictured up on the screen here. Jason David Frank unfortunately committed suicide.
It's just
that's a shame.
Horrible. Like, I don't even know how to describe it.
It's not something I was expecting. Not that you're ever expecting anyone to pass away, really, but
no. But I mean, like, it just seems like every other year your idols are committing suicide.
We're at that age, right? And it does feel like suicide is the answer to a lot of these people. It's nuts. It's crazy to think the amount of times, the amount of cons Jason David Frank went to, the amount of positive energy he kind of put out there. You know, he was always smiling. He always seemed so super genuinely like just loving life. And then this happens. You really never know what people are going through. And it's the scariest part is that you just don't know, you know. Didn't expect this at all.
Tragic. And I mean, and his trainer made the Instagram, I think it was Instagram post. And you could tell he's got some guilt because he said he tried calling me, but I was a few minutes too late.
That's nuts. Because you know, that one, if you just answer the phone, right? You don't know what, if anything, something could have been different. You could have saved his life. Maybe that's all he needed was just to hear your voice. It's sad, man. It's sad. This is just a shitty way to end the weekend.
Yeah. I mean, first we lose Kevin Conroy to cancer, and now we lose Jason David Frank to suicide. It's just
two icons from our childhood. I mean, I'll have memories forever of coming home after school, rushing to put on the string of shows that I liked. And one of them was the Batman animated show. The other one was Power Rangers. And I remember, I'm a little older than you, but I remember I was an immediate adopter of Power Rangers and, you know, getting made fun of from some friends because I wanted to go home and watch that before I went out to play football or something. But that was, you know, that was my shit. It was the martial arts, the teenagers. I just loved everything about it. And I watched that for years. I watched season after season, you know. And then once I even fell off of it, I generally made it a point to watch the episodes where they brought back prior Rangers. And, you know, every time Jason David Frank was there, any of the original OG cast, if they were involved, I was interested. So
I went back through and had my son watch the original Power Rangers.
Like, hell yeah,
he loved them.
Yeah, I put it on for my daughter here and there, and she likes it, but you know, it doesn't grip her like it gripped me, unfortunately. But you know, she's still a little young. But
we lived in different times.
yeah, they have access to a lot of other stuff, right? So it's got to catch them right away. But so what do you say, man? In honor of the original Green Ranger, the original White Ranger, what if we watch some of his Batinthesun videos? You know, where he returned. He was always proud of the Power Rangers, so it didn't take much to convince him to come back. And he donned the outfits again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if it was the last time he donned them. I'm pretty sure it was at least close to one of the last times he put those outfits on. But let's react to some of those fight scenes there. They had two really good ones, and why not, right?
Kind of right up our alley. For it.
It's a good day for it. So
it's our thing. Like, we react to stuff. Right. Why not react to this?
What do we think? Are we start with the White Ranger or the Green Ranger? I think the White Ranger's the earlier episode.
White Ranger's episode 10, and then Green Ranger's episode 15.
All right, so let's start with that. This is in honor of Jason David Frank, this is the White Ranger versus Scorpion. So if you've watched any of the stuff previously, you know that I'm a giant Mortal Kombat fan, and I'm obviously a giant Power Rangers fan. So before we do that, though, I just want to say help is available. I have the number pulled up here. 988 is the suicide and crisis lifeline. If you're having issues, if you just think that, if you think that that's the answer, please dial that number. That's really never the answer. And
988 what?
It's just 988. It's like a quick.
It's a 3-digit number now.
Yeah, like a 911. They're available 24 hours. It's 988. You could chat even if you Google it too in different languages. But you just press 988 and call. So
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I looked it up for this video. So, it makes it almost even quicker, right? You can try and get somebody on the phone.
Yeah,
so,
I mean that needs to be like knowledge, though.
Yeah, right. You would think that wouldn't be a surprising thing for you to hear.
Exactly. But that aside, let's watch this.
Let's see Jason David Frank just beat some ass. The classic Power Ranger fighting. All right, I got the video queued up. Are you ready to go? I think 409 is where the actual story starts.
I am at 409.
All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. I remember first seeing this on YouTube when it released.
Where is he? Where is he?
I mean, pause. We're gonna pause already. This is so the White Ranger just showed up, right? He just teleported there. We already have, so one thing I remember standing out about this was that the Scorpion costume looks like a store-bought, like, just plastic costume. But then the Power Ranger costume shows up, or character shows up. And it's like a legit, like, freshly built White Ranger costume. I remember being blown away by that back then when this came out. I gotta look up when this was released. Episode 10 of Batinthesun. But it was crazy. I remember thinking, like, damn, they made this costume look amazing. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I'm the one you want.
Finally, we meet.
It's time to finish this.
Come here!
Pause real quick. Right now, if you had to choose one to win, Scorpion or White Ranger, who would you choose? Or who do you think should win?
Like, not knowing the outcome already?
Yeah, forget the outcome of this right now because we know what the outcome is. But, like, who do you think should win the fight?
Oh, the White Ranger should win.
See, I would have said Scorpion.
But
I feel like Scorpion's got more.
That would be, like, personal. Like, I personally think the White Ranger should win this, like, just because it's the White Ranger. And Scorpion's an asshole. But if you were looking at it from, like, who's the more evil person, Scorpion's probably going to do it.
Not even evil, but I just feel like, and I'm probably biased because of the fighting game thing, but it's like Scorpion comes from a world of just nonstop fighting and having to, murder his foes, whereas the White Ranger really only fights when needed and doesn't fight other fighters, fights monsters. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
exactly. He fights monsters.
Yeah, but they don't know martial arts. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if Scorpion throw some Power Ranger outfits on Scorpion, let him do some damage. That'd be kind of cool. I was mentioning before though about the costumes. You can kind of see it too when they're really going at it. How Scorpion, like, I don't like how they chose this like leathery, like shiny looking mask for Scorpion. To me, it's like the White Ranger outfit looks like a legit movie made Hollywood style out.
It probably is. It probably is the legit White Ranger costume.
It's pretty close. Off the top of my head, I don't know what's different about it, but it's pretty damn close. I'm telling you right now.
I'm a 508.
All right, I'm 507. I mean, it's close enough, I guess. But I'll go to 508. All right, 3, 2, 1. Love it. All right, pause right there. Hold on. That's our first moment of using Scorpion's fire attacks in a fight. Can we talk about real quick how up until this point we had not seen a Scorpion done well in live action? Like, this is the first time. batinthesun is the first time that we saw a Scorpion who fought in a way that you were like, okay, yeah, that actually makes sense.
I think how old is this video? This video might be like close to 8 to 10 years old.
I can tell you. Hold on. I can tell you, actually. I don't know why I'm waiting. This video was posted on... what is this? They don't have a date on here? What kind of nonsense is that?
It should be on there.
There's legit no date on here.
9 years ago. It's right here.
Yeah, 7 years ago was Superpower Beatdown. So this one is definitely longer.
9 years ago.
I'm not seeing it, but 9 years ago makes sense.
It's in the description of the video.
9 years ago.
16 million views 9 years ago.
9 years ago is the first time we actually saw a Scorpion fight, hand-to-hand fight scene where he just put flames around his fists, which is really all we wanted in a live-action.
I mean, they did so well with the production value of this. Just even bringing the White Ranger in, and then what we're about to come to was done so well also. So I'm at 519.
I feel like yours is going faster than mine. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that beautiful sword. Come on. It's so good. And the music. Wait, you gotta pause more. This is another thing that I loved about this video. I remember when the White Ranger first teleports away mid-fight, immediately thinking to myself, I want a Power Rangers fighting game made by like NetherRealm Studios, essentially, to do it like in this way. Number one. Number two, why didn't he ever use that during the show?
Right.
Like that, it's just a sick move.
It blew my mind when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like,
and
he can do
the
that?
show, they teleport everywhere.
I know.
So it just never occurred to me. Just pop out when you're getting in the fight. Pop out, pop back in. But
this is the perfect character to go up against because that's what Scorpion does.
I mean, it's actually a little surprising. Not surprising, but it's a little of a missed opportunity that in a Mortal Kombat game, or even let's say the Injustice games, which is probably more of a fitting environment, we haven't had Power Rangers as guest characters. The same way they did the Turtles in Injustice 2. You could have Power Rangers show up.
I mean, it's a huge missed opportunity because I'm sure Jason David Frank would have like gladly mocapped and shit for it.
He would have, absolutely would have, and it's just a tragedy that's not going to happen. But all right, we can keep going. I'm going to keep pausing it because I fucking love this stuff.
604.
I'm at all right. 3, 2, 1. The choreography in the fighting too is so well done. Nice. I forgot that it ends with the sword to the head.
Really? And then the reveal.
Game over.
With the
game
closest vote today,
over.
we have 51% for the White Ranger and 49% for Scorpion. And since the voting was so close, batinthesun filmed
just talking about this fight in particular, man. I forgot that it ended right with the sword to the chin, essentially for Scorpion. I also just forgot how good the fight choreography is. They know batinthesun put these fights together in a way that really, how have they not had a full-blown action motion picture in Hollywood yet?
Which I mean, they got the Legend of the White Dragon coming up.
When is that coming out, though?
Yeah, I mean, It's supposed to come out next year, and it's got Jason David Frank. Shit. There's a few like big names in it.
We'll have to look it up.
I posted it earlier.
I don't think I saw it on the Facebook group. I'll have to check it out.
I think I posted it. It might have posted in our private chat.
Oh, then I definitely didn't see that then. I you gotta love, again, this is why it's such a surprise of the news we got, is that he could have easily just came in, done some ADR, the voices, a little yahs here and there, but instead you get him taking the helmet off. I remember it's such a big reveal when it happened, and then I'll never forget when they announced he was coming back again, which we'll go into that one, as the Green Ranger. So we have the White Ranger versus Scorpion. We see how that one ended, and now
the creator of batinthesun made his big post, and they've worked on 10 projects together.
I didn't know that.
And
I didn't see his post. I gotta go look that up.
I just need to know about the other 8.
Yeah,
probably 7, because I'm sure the Legend of the White Dragon is one of them. So what are the other 7?
Sure. I'm curious,
because
I'll be keeping him eye on it now.
Batinthesun does phenomenal work, especially for being 10 years ago almost, and their production value being better than anything fucking DC puts out.
What's crazy though is that their fight scenes with all their characters, not just Scorpion, not just Batman, all that stuff. Their fight scenes with all their characters uses the powers of their characters in ways that Hollywood movies never do.
I'll never forget, make it look really
Vader
good.
versus Batman, and Vader, like, just the way he fights is just like, why is there not some stunt choreographer? Well, I mean, you know what? Let me take it back. Before I say that, I guarantee you there is some stunt guy who's pushing these ideas out in Hollywood, but some producer who's out of touch is probably like, no, this isn't really. We don't think this is what the fans want. Yeah. And clearly, that's not the case.
But before we go on a big tangent about Hollywood,
I can do that all day, right?
Yeah, we'll leave this. Jason,
we'll leave the
Frank
tangents,
related,
the Hollywood tangents, to Theater Room,
because I'm sure we'll also probably do some more of these videos.
Well, for the YouTube crowd, for the anyone who jumps into this after the fact, even for TikTok, let us know if you would like to see us kind of react to some more fight scenes. I'm a big fight scene guy. I love action movies. So we can watch any recommendations you guys have. Turn this into a series. But for now, instead of plugging ourselves, let's keep this about Jason Frank and move on. This is the Green Ranger versus Ryu, or Ryu, from Street Fighter.
Hold on, I gotta get to it.
I have it queued up. You let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm at 402.
The scene starts at 402.
Yep, 402.
Right. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Already, Ryu looks better than any live-action version.
Oh, yeah.
Except for the fan-made films, because there's a couple of good ones out there for that. Look, there's Vega. I mean, come on. Just so good.
Ryu wins! Does anybody else want to challenge Ryu? Anybody?
Jason David Frank's like, I am.
I challenge you.
I'm too old for this.
I'm too old for this.
He's like, I'm out. I mean, the music they choose is good too. Oh,
yeah,
it's so good. You notice Ryu's got no shoes on, right? In the middle of an alleyway. Nice. Pause real quick, right on that scene. Pause. I'm at 526. 526 real quick.
I'm glad you paused. Me too.
I like how, in the first one, I remember when that came out, people were like, well, that really wasn't him fighting. There was a stunt guy in the Power Ranger suit the whole time. So he basically said, all right, let's do another one. And this time, I'm just going to fight for the first half. Just so everyone understands.
He was an excellent martial artist. He was an MMA fighter.
He was one of the first, to be perfectly honest, for me, he was one of the first actors that I found out actually knew martial arts. And then like I kind of followed him and just saw how serious of the martial arts side of it he was. I didn't even realize he was an MMA fighter until years after he had already done a bunch of fights and had a decent career. You know what I mean? So like,
and I think he was a black belt.
He's doing.
I don't remember what it was. It might have been Muay Thai or Taekwondo.
Yeah. I mean, probably in multiple martial arts, to be honest.
But he was a bad motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. So I'm glad that he came back and did this one where we got to see him actually throw down first before putting the outfit on. And can we just talk about how phenomenal the Hadouken is? The Hadouken. Again, probably the first live action Hadouken we've ever gotten that actually looked like we would want it to look. And this is on a YouTube budget, not on a Hollywood multi-million-dollar budget. Like, we just can't get it right.
They do almost the whole moveset, and they all are like on point. Right. It's perfect.
And again, to the point we made before, they do the whole moveset for every character. You know, Spider-Man versus Darth Maul, Vader versus Batman. You know, they did Wolverine versus, I think, Deadpool or something. Like every character that they've ever done, they use the moves that they're known for in a way that makes sense. It's just so good. All right, let's keep going.
Where you at?
526, right? That's where you're at?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
It's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time.
They got us with the morphin' time. Let's go.
And look at
that outfit. Oh. I mean, they gave the Green Ranger a projectile throw, and I'm not even mad about it. Oh, I got a commercial coming up. Damn it. Pause. I got a commercial.
I paused. You and these. Why don't you get YouTube Premium?
Because I'm cheap. Go to 543 just to make sure we have a little space.
Stop being cheap.
But real quick, though, I remember when I first saw this now, just thinking back on all the memories I have, when the Green Ranger first throws out a projectile, my initial reaction was like, I don't think he had that move. And then my second reaction was, it was pretty badass, so I don't give a shit. Yeah. And again, it just makes me want to see the Green Ranger added to a Street Fighter game or a Mortal Kombat game or Injustice or something, you know? Truthfully, I would like to see the Power Rangers added to Mortal Kombat so we could see some R-rated fatalities. Like, that would be badass. Oh,
my God, dude.
But
the vast amount of fatalities you could do with that.
Oh, I just missed an opportunity. I should have made my lights behind me green. That's all right. All right. 543. Is that where you're at?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You gotta love that Ryu's punching a helmet over and over again because it hurts.
That looks so great.
Dude, the gold on the helmet. Come on. Nice. I mean, a Shoryuken. I forgot about the Dark Ryu. The jumping Hadouken or Fireball. I mean, everything you need.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Welcome to my nightmare, just like the movie.
Let's see how the fans
So
voted.
good.
57% for the Green Ranger to 43%.
So let me ask you this question. The Green Ranger beats Ryu 57 to 43% on this video. On the Scorpion video, White Ranger versus Scorpion, it was 51 to 49%. Do you agree with the fact that Scorpion has a better shot at beating one of the Power Rangers versus Ryu?
I agree with that, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they should both be close. They should have both been almost half and half. You know what I mean? 51 to 49. I do think though, just seeing the difference between the 2 years that White Ranger versus Scorpion and Green Ranger versus Ryu was made, the quality of the fight, the special effects, the amount of special moves, like, you know, they added moves to the Green Ranger that just make sense. You know, it's just this was just such a phenomenal fight. I forgot that he stabs. I knew Green Ranger wins, but I forgot that he stabs Ryu in the chest, and I completely forgot about the Dark Ryu at the end. Like, they just know how to appease the fans, man. They really do.
Seem to keep forgetting everything.
I do. I mean, what? I watched it 9 years ago. I'm supposed to remember shit?
Yes.
I remember some of it.
Do you?
I think the fight choreography is just good. The fact that they put a Shoryuken in there, a couple of Hadoukens that looked great.
Fucking great.
It looked phenomenal. You know, the sound is phenomenal. They threw a couple of classic Jason David Frank lines in there. Welcome to My Nightmare is pretty awesome at the end. Just good. Just good shit. And can we talk about the little detail that when he pulls out his dagger, the helmet gets the 3 gold like kind of lines similar to the Zord he had?
Pulled it off so smooth.
So good,
smooth.
Man. It's just phenomenal. This is you know, peak Power Rangers for me. Although a part of me wants to go back and watch like the classics now and just see him, the whole Green Ranger arc. I'll never forget you know, basically being at school and just dying to get back home so I could see what happens on the next episode. Is the Green Ranger going to win? How are they going to save the day? You know, just awesome. And the fact that he was the only Ranger that didn't have to get inside of his Zord, he just blew his whistle essentially, and the Zord took care of business. Just awesome. So, once again, cheers. It's a little toast to Jason David Frank, our original Green Ranger and White Ranger. You'll be missed, my man, and we're sorry that you decided that you thought that suicide was the way to go. We'll see you guys next time on the reaction videos on the YouTube, on the Theater Room on Tuesday, and everywhere else that GGEn is getting involved.